Look, I know I promised corporate a Minecraft video this week, but my mouse broke. What do you want me to do? Make a video that's like, can you beat Minecraft without looking around? You want me to do that? No, please don't make me do that. Alright, let's get into it. We start off the run in a desert beside a mesa biome. Not really ideal. Without any good options, I head straight forward, hoping to find better land to set up a base in. I eventually find some wood and make a crafting table. Obviously, we can only break and place blocks at exactly head height, so be prepared for a whole lot of floating trees in this challenge. I decide to take advantage of the ocean biome that I've been beside the whole time by making a boat. We can't turn around using the mouse in this challenge, but if we can get in a boat, we can rotate around the y-axis all we like. One small problem with that though. Whenever you first load into a Minecraft world, or when you respawn out of bed, the direction you're facing is set straight ahead. This stops us from placing a boat anywhere, since we can't look directly at the top of a block to place it, and trying to place a boat on the side of a block won't work. Not great for us. To top it all off, I haven't seen a single cow or pig for food, and after a night of running from hostile mobs, I'm looking pretty rough. While trying to navigate some difficult terrain on a single heart, I drop just a little bit too far, break my shins, and die. I decide to pack it in here and try to find a different, less hostile seed. We spawn in a spruce forest this time. Much better. Although I would have preferred to have not spawned on top of a tree, seeing as I can't dig down and so I have to jump off and break my ankles a bit to get on the ground. I get some wood straight away and find some surface level stone to upgrade my tools, and manage to grab some berries for food. Already doing miles better than last time. I keep heading forward for a while until I spot just what I was looking for, a village. Discovering that navigating doors was going to be a problem, I decide to set up shop just outside one of the houses, planting some berries and setting a bed. After sleeping, I make a huge discovery. When you wake up, you face the side of the bed, which means that instead of facing north, I'm now facing west. With a new day and a new direction to look at, I have a quick wander around and spot a donkey, and I get an idea. I wait one block under it until it looks down directly at me, and then I get on. It boots me off, but I don't care because I've got what I wanted. Now, my direction I'm facing is matching the donkeys at the time I got on it, which means I'm facing down enough to be able to look at the tops of blocks. I craft a boat and can actually place it down now, letting me change direction whenever I need to. I find an ender pearl on the ground, and we have plenty of food, so things are looking pretty good for us. I managed to kill the iron golem in the village without even needing to cheese it because I'm just that cool and good and awesome and good. And I get a whole 5 iron from it. I make a bucket and use the boat to point myself towards a single block of lava I saw pouring out of a cliffside earlier. It takes a minute to navigate around to getting up to the source block, and it takes me several tries to actually collect it, but we get there in the end. I do set myself on fire here far more times than I'd like to admit though. I place the lava and turn it to obsidian, and now I only need to do that 9 more times until I have a portal. Ideally with far less nearly burning myself to death though. I hop on a boat and start exploring the open ocean, and find a sunken ship with lots of iron, an underwater portal with some obsidian in a chest, and finally, just what I needed. A surface portal with lava around it and some more obsidian in a chest. I ferry the lava back and forth between the portal and home base until the frame is complete, and we're ready for the nether. Please don't be a nether cave, please don't be a nether cave, please don't be a nether cave. Shit. A closed nether spawn like this isn't ideal, but at least ours has an exit. We need to drop down a bit and break our ankles to get out, but once we do, we have a relatively open nether to work with. It takes a while, but I finally find a nether fortress. It's just all the way on the other side of this massive lava lake. Great. I accidentally piss off the entire zombie pigman population, so I'm forced to speedrun a solution to the getting over there problem, and I try to circumnavigate around. There are so many of them. If I fall here, I am beyond fucked. I very carefully climb up some difficult terrain, using the boats I brought to adjust my rotation as I go. With more cortisol in my veins at this point than blood, I very slowly bridge my way up to my destination, and finally make it to the fortress. Conveniently, I enter right beside a blaze spawner. I place some blocks to block them off, and also build a wall behind me so I don't get jumped by any wither skeletons. Because of the nature of the challenge, I can't really make a particularly elegant trap, but every so often a blaze will fall into the pit where I can try hit their shins with my axe. Good thing I brought a lot of food because they basically get to hit me back for every time I hit them, since I have to get quite close to be in melee range due to the direction I'm facing. It's a slow process, but I get pretty lucky with my blaze rod drops, so I'm only here for about 20 minutes before I have all 8 rods I need. Ready to head back home, I try getting the boat to turn around, but realise it's backed up all the way to the wall, and I can't get an angle where I can look at it. For a second, I think I've totally fucked myself, since I've no way to leave if I can't turn to face the wall I built. But by some miracle, I managed to just barely push it forward enough to get in. Okay, time to leave. It's at this point I realise I have another problem. How the hell do I get back up to the portal? I had to drop down off cliffs like 3 times to reach this fortress, and I can't look down to tower up. Really, maybe you should have thought of that before I came all the way here, huh? I realise I have one option, and it'll probably come in handy later too. I gather as much wood as I can and turn all of it into sticks. Heading back towards home, I build up with the dirt and start climbing the pillar with ladders, effectively letting me nerd pull whenever I want. Safely home, I decide I may as well locate the end portal, so I craft up an Eye of Ender and do some good old reliable triangulation. Basically, if you throw 2 Eyes of Ender in 2 separate directions and keep track of the direction they flew in, you can extend those lines out, and where they meet is where your stronghold should be. Digging down when you're barely looking down takes a little longer than usual, but I eventually reach the stronghold and the portal. There's 2 eyes already in the portal, and including the one I already have with me, we only need 9 more. I find a pearl in a chest and decide to leave it and the rest of my items there and jump into lava, respawning back home. We can pick it all back up when we're actually taking on the end, but for now it's time to grind for ender pearls. I guess now's a good time to say, if you're enjoying the video, consider subscribing. It helps me out way more than you think, and you can always unsubscribe later. Thanks so much, enjoy the rest of the video. With the grind finished, we can fill in the rest of the end portal, store away most of our valuable items, and jump in. We get an ideal end spawn with our platform spawning just a short hop away from the main island. If our platform was underground or too far away, we literally wouldn't be able to finish this challenge. I used the ladders I brought to climb up a pillar and break the end crystal, and rinse and repeat that a few times, with a few deaths sprinkled in of course. I realise I'm starting to run out of ladder, so I need to start being very careful with... I didn't even know I could fail that jump. No worries, I still have plenty of... Okay, can't be doing that anymore. Gotta be way more careful now. Okay, oh my god. Only have emergency supplies of ladders left, so I guess we're reusing ladders we already brought. With that, it's time to take on one of the caged crystals, and we can use the system to pillar up we figured out in the nether. Only 3 crystals left now. This pillar is so high up I ran out of ladders, and so I bring the emergency ones I kept in the stronghold chest. No way I messed this jump up again. Are you serious? At least I had the reaction speed to place some of the ladders to make the jump easier in the future, I guess. If only I had a few more ladders to make it up to the rest of that gap, or like a bucket of water, or... Wait. Could I have been using a bucket of water this whole time? Just have to make this jump. Please make this jump. Oh my god, please make this jump. Oh, thank god. Yes, apparently. I could have been using a bucket of water this whole damn time. Great. Swimming up to the pillars, I get the next one pretty quickly, but the last crystal proves to be a nightmare. There's absolutely no reason why I should struggle with this one, but I have literally never seen a more aggro ender dragon in my entire life. Like, fuck off already. Oh my god, that's the 7th time you've killed me on this one godforsaken pillar. I finally get to the top and destroy it, and now all that's left is to take on the dragon. I use the exit portal to build up a bridge which, after a bit of trial and error, I eventually use to edge up just close enough during a perch to take some swings at the dragon without getting blasted away. Of course I still get sent into fucking orbit every time the dragon ends its perch, but now that it's not healing, I have infinite tries and infinite time to get my hits in. Eventually, I decide to bring my axe in with me to expedite the process, and after a few perches between my many deaths from Enderman, I manage to get the dragon down to its last few hits, and I get sent into a Smash Bros-esque star KO, I guess. But the perch after that, I get just close enough, and the dragon perches just long enough for me to take it out, completing the challenge. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I had making it. This video was made possible by my patrons, especially Eamon Crawford, John Barrett, Sean Colgan, and Zed the Man. Thank you as well to Avery Bun, Frostfucks, and Where's My Spacebar, as well as all of my other patrons.